All right, so a couple of days ago, the draft lottery happened, and I've been watching a couple of mock drafts as you would do at the lottery ends. So then I wanted to see like who people would take, and I see a lot of people at number one saying that they would take Chet Holmgren. I just want to explain why I don't think the Magic should go in that direction. I feel like Jabari and especially Palo, I think those are the guys that you should take over Chet, especially if you're looking for a guy that's going to change your franchise or a guy that's going to help you compete faster. I don't think Chet's going to be that guy as fast as Paolo and Jabari. I feel like Chet's going to take a couple of years to really fulfill his potential. And I feel like those other two are going to, just kind of speed up the process a little bit more. Me personally, I think the Magic should be trying to compete. To be honest with you, I feel like the Magic have been mediocre for way too long. They have way too many guys to be bad next season, so they're just going to be in the middle of the pack because they're not going to be one of the higher echelon of teams, but they're definitely not going to be one of the bottom feeders like this year. They just have so many guys, man. They got Suggs, they got Fultz, they got Hampton, they got who else? Cole Anthony, all fighting for a point guard and shooting guard minutes. You don't really know who's going to start there. You got Franz, who I don't. If you take a guy like Jabari, you're going to have to bring him off the bench. I don't know if you want to do that because he was just not. I think he is your seventh or eighth overall pick, and he was amazing. Then you got the power forward position with Wendell and Jonathan Isaac. You're going to want to give Isaac a couple minutes. You got what's his name? Mo Bamba. You got Mo Wagner. You got Bo Bull. Even they have him, even though he's going to be a free agent. And I don't think that you should take Chet when you already have Bamba, who they're basically similar. I'll say draft prospects, even though obviously Mo Bamba's been in the league for 4 years now. I don't think you should take all the progress that you made with Mo, just kind of erase all of that for Chet, especially when you kind of hope Chet turns into what Mo Bamba is now, pretty much in the first 2 years or something like that. So I think you've already had Mo for 4 years. Just keep on building on that. I don't understand why you would want to take Chet and then most likely lose Mo for nothing, especially when Mo's this is his first year getting significant minutes. It's not his rookie season, but to me this is one of his rookie seasons because he's barely got any minutes because he was behind Vucevic for so long. But yeah, I just don't think that the Magic should settle to just take one of these three guys. I think they should try to trade the pick, maybe for a Bradley Beal, maybe for a Donovan Mitchell, even though I don't think he's going to get traded. Maybe even for a sign and trade for DeAndre Ayton or something like that. I just don't think the Magic should settle because why be mediocre for another year? Why have all these guys on the roster when you're trying to develop basically all of them, and then now you're going to try to develop one more, maybe a Powell, maybe a Jabbar, maybe a Chet. I just don't see the reasoning behind that, me personally. But yeah, I'm not hating on Chet. I hope he has a good career. I just feel like you just shouldn't take him number one because there are better options for your franchise if you want to, win in the future than Chet. He'll be a hell of a center. He's going to be a hell of a starting center, but I don't think he's going to be that number one guy on your team. If you're looking for that, look at Paolo, look at Jabari. But especially for the Magic's case, I just don't think they should draft either of them. I think they should look to just get more established guys right now, honestly. Especially because I've been looking at Chet's stats and looking at some of his descriptions of what people think he's going to be. And I see a lot of Bol similarities, man. They're both really skinny. They can't really finish in the paint. They both have outside shots, even though Bol was a little bit more efficient in college. They're both guys that are supposed to be good on defense, but Chet's supposed to be, I want to say a lot better, but he's supposed to be better than Bol. And obviously the major difference is that Bol has had plenty of injuries. That's basically played his career. He's only played about 53 games in about 3 years. And, Chet, so far to this point, he hasn't really had any major, injuries yet, and I'm saying, I hope he doesn't have any, but we know how big men are. We know that, a lot of the time they have a lot of knee issues. We've seen Wiseman, who's barely been on the floor these past 2 years, and I don't know. I just don't think that you should, trust Chet, honestly. I don't think he should be the number one pick. I think the Magic should just move into another direction completely. Because again, like I've said, they just have so many guys, man. It makes no sense to me to add another guy, especially when that guy is Chet, which is so much of a project when you already have a bunch of other guys that's going to be playing, to get a contract. Guys like Cole Anthony, he's playing for a contract. Markelle, he's going to play for a next contract. And I just don't see another guy you just put into that mix because I feel like because Chet's the kind of guy, because I'm reading some of the description that he kind of disappears in games and he kind of floats in and out. Imagine now when he's going to be playing with all these kind of, I want to say ball dominant, but guys that are going to be playing to show themselves, to prove themselves. Jalen Suggs, I believe, didn't even make an all-rookie team. I could be wrong about that. But these are all going to be guys that's going to be trying to prove themselves. I could easily see Chet averaging around 10 points and 7 rebounds, and that's not going to blow anybody away. He's going to be considered, I wouldn't say a bust, but he's going to be considered a massive disappointment. And I think if you drop him on a Magic team with all those guys fighting for minutes, all those guys fighting for opportunity in the offense, I think Chet can easily be a guy, especially when he was known for not being that aggressive in college, to be a guy that only gives you about 10, 7, maybe 1.5 blocks or something like that. And that's disappointing. You don't want to see that out of a guy that you think could change your franchise, especially when you got this guy named Paolo, who to me could revolutionize the offense. I wouldn't say revolutionize, but I feel like Paolo is what Ben Simmons was supposed to be. I feel like Jabari, he's going to be a good two-way guy, so you have to jump. I think he'll fit better on the Magic than Chet would, honestly. I just don't see it with Chet. I don't understand why you would draft him. I think there's better options out there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I kind of been rambling. I kind of losing my train of thought even. So I'm just going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. Bye.